This module is called What Can We Give Our Beloved? I've always been drawn to the idea that each of us has a guardian angel. As I've come to understand it, it's not the job of angels to step in and fix anything. Rather, they provide a sanctuary in which we can feel safe enough to be fully ourselves and live a happy, fulfilling life. Through the support of our angels, we can also face and do any healing work that needs to be done from the pain of the past. Our angels companion us through life. What if we are called to be angels to one another in our relationships? When I think of what we can each be for our partners, I see the image of an angel lifting its wing and creating a safe place in which the partner can both celebrate the joy of life and also attend to any emotional healing that needs to be done. When we enter a relationship, we are saying we are willing to accompany our partner through life, no matter what comes up. Just through living life, we all have had enough pain. May we treat one another kindly and with respect. May we not try to fix one another. Instead, may we listen without suggestions, opinions, or comments unless our partner asks for them. In the past, much time and energy may have gone into seeing how our partner might live a happier life, and just we can, quote unquote, help them. Why do we do this? Perhaps when we have our attention on our partner, we don't have enough energy left over to attend to ourselves. Perhaps we are actually avoiding living our own precious life. We may also be avoiding the very thing that we need to face and see in ourselves. If there has been hurt in the past, we must realize that no one can do the healing work for anyone else. Yes, hurt has happened. And the wonderful thing is that healing is a natural part of being human, too. We can each do our work to heal. Perhaps that's what we're doing here and why we came together, to hold the space for each other while we heal and come into being ourselves. Together, we create a sanctuary for each other. The amazing thing is that to develop compassion, we have to know pain ourselves. We have to know what the other is going through from our own experience. The word compassion means to suffer or bear with another. It means we don't have to go through our pain alone. It comes from the Latin com, with, and pati, to bear or suffer. The word patience comes from the same root. We can be deeply grateful to have a partner who has compassion and patience, not only with their own journey, but with ours as well. The miracle is that we don't have to do this life alone. When we make a commitment to a loving, partnered relationship, we're saying that we will adore and devote ourselves to our partner. We all have tender hearts. Let us be gentle with one another. Let's let our partners know we believe in them. How important it is for each of us to have someone to see us, inspire us, hold the space for us while we live our life. What a blessing to have a companion by our side who is gentle and patient with us while we look inside, feel our feelings, and move past anything that's standing in the way of our love. With our partners on the journey with us, we discover who we are and how we will live. There's nothing so sweet as a willing partner, willing to listen, to work things out, to take responsibility for their part in things, to show up for their own life. If we can't tell our partner how to have a better life, what can we do for them? We can love ourselves and live a great life, and we can also unreservedly wish our partner all the good we wish for ourselves. As we take our time and see what we wish for ourselves, we can craft a quiet wish list for our partner. For example, we may wish them peace of heart and mind, laughter, the fulfillment of their heart's deepest desires, the full and glorious expression of all of their creative talents, vibrant health, good friends, much love coming to them, myriad opportunities to show love to others, and that they know and love themselves very much. Every day we can let our partners know that we are confident they will live the life they love, that they will work their lives out perfectly. We do what we love and we are happy. Then when we see our partners do what they love, an extra wave of joy flows through us as well. To watch our partners live the glory of their lives can be deeply inspiring to us. Because we are so intimate with our partner, they become a great teacher to us. We are on our path. Along the way, we meet that person who will become our life partner. We walk along the path together, learning from one another. All we have to do is to allow our hearts to be open so we can receive the gifts our partners bring. Certainly, we will need help from our partner as we traverse this life. It's good to be of assistance to one another. All that is asked is that we be present, that we listen and look with the eyes of love. We can look with tenderness to see the beautiful person beyond the eyes, behind the words and actions. To have the opportunity to be helpful is a great gift. We may be surprised to find that when we assist our partner, our own concerns become lighter. In a sense, we each live in our own world. One of the most delightful things about being in relationship is seeing into a whole world different from our own. We have to talk to each other. How else will we begin to know another's world? The only way we can see into another's world is if we show them to each other. And here is our second art of conversation practice, the art of conversation 2. We can use the art of conversation practice to share the stories of our lives. This will give each of us a glimpse into one another's worlds. Let's take the time to connect and really see our partner. We might also find that when we tell our stories, we know ourselves better too. Sharing our lives in the art of conversation can be a lovely pastime. The scene of laughter and reminders, especially sweet or funny things that we can add to our day. For example, what fun it is to just bring up the topic, the first time I remember eating ice cream. Laughter is certain to happen if we talk about that. And as we've said, just as each day is a new beginning in our journey of seeing into ourselves and filling the cup of our own happiness, so is a relationship a one day at a time gift. To have a relationship that thrives and flourishes through the years, we have to be faithful to filling the relationship cup every day, our attention on what grows. If we don't put our attention on something, it will fade away. Since each day the relationship begins empty, what will fill it up? Let's build a history together through creating relationship traditions we put and keep in place in our lives. By building traditions like the versatile art of conversation with our check-ins, a safe place to air an issue or make a decision that will affect both partners or just for fun, storytelling, and entertainment, we give ourselves a solid place to begin. A loving, committed relationship is a great treasure. Of course, we'll want to safeguard our passionate, alive connection with one another. We can brainstorm do-togethers, things we both enjoy doing together. In addition to our daily art of conversation, we might add a weekly date night, a sport we each love, travel, reading aloud to each other, dancing in the living room, playing backgammon or chess, choosing a movie, planning surprise adventures for each other. Let's each make a list and share our lists in our next check-in time during the art of conversation. We may already have relationship traditions in place, sweet nicknames for each other, texts and phone calls during the day, prayers before meals. Many couples may ask each morning, "What can I do for you today?" There is no thing in life so precious for each partner is being the giver and receiving of our beloved's love. Putting traditions in place in our relationship keeps filling our cup and nourishing each of us. Plus, of course, we can keep doing all the things we like to do by ourselves. We can consciously build a life. Let it stay fluid. See where it takes us. Here's another thought. Let's invite ourselves to live a straightforward life, to always tell the truth. It's not uncommon for us to try to protect our partners from the truth if we think it might hurt them. If something's not working well, we will often carry it rather than putting it on the table. We are afraid that if we tell something difficult, we will damage our relationship. We may also be afraid that we won't say what we must with enough grace not to hurt our partner with our words. And that might lead to our partner covering their hurt with anger at us, which, if we're as like as I suspect we are, we'll avoid if possible. Happily, the more we practice telling the truth about how we feel, the easier it becomes to tell the truth gracefully without anyone being hurt. Our practice of the art of conversation gives us a platform in which to speak safely about anything. Yes, we are responsible for feeling our feelings and sharing what we've discovered about ourselves, and we can do so in peace. Our partners want to hear the truth. It's my experience that being afraid to tell the truth about what's going on with us is like many other fears. It's not real. In fact, telling the truth almost always has the opposite effect than we fear. Truth actually protects the relationship and leads to greater intimacy. Even if we are withholding the truth, our partner nearly always feels that there is something going on with us that we're not talking about. They may be confused because there's something behind the scenes, but don't know where the discomfort is coming from. Our hearts are delicate, and when we open ourselves to our beloved, it is even more important than in any other relationship that we feel safe. Our hearts close off against more hurt. Once we realize that, we can make a commitment to be gentle and also honest with one another and with ourselves. When something comes up that needs to be cleared, we can practice staying with our feelings and then sharing what we've discovered the next time we sit together in the art of conversation. This is extremely important. When our hurt is activated by something our partner says or does, or even by something in our day, we have the responsibility to handle it away from our partner rather than dumping our feelings while they're running high. We stay with our feelings. Then we can bring what we've seen to our partner and share the victory. Again, withholding the truth is the problem. Telling the truth is the solution. And we tell the truth, which is sweet. By the time we've done our healing work, we bring the truth to our partner. We can tell it in a way that's sweet. Telling the truth doesn't have to be heavy. Humor is a priceless gift in relationship. To take things lightly, to laugh, to see what's funny in life, to be amused by ourselves and each other. All these bring ease and sweetness to our relationships. When we feel safe with another person, our sense of humor can come out and we can play. I'm always happy when I hear genuine, easy laughter between a couple. Naturally, though, we can't make jokes at the other's expense. It's true that many a truth is spoken in jest. Let's be brave. Let's tell the truth straight rather than couching it in joking, even sarcastic language. If we don't know what the truth is in a particular situation, we can stay with our feelings until we see what's going on. We can ask for help from each other, from a truth-minded friend, or from a professional, if there's a problem so knotty we can't untangle it ourselves. Then we have something to share that's real. We can bring what we've learned about ourselves, honor ourselves and each other by straight talk. Then the laughter that arises between these two people who love each other will carry only lightness. Part of living a straightforward life is in honoring all of life. Daily life is where great love is lived. That love is made up of many small things, the cherishing, the magic, the mystery of the beloved. All are there for the seeing. Seeing takes time. Let's not deny ourselves the sweetness that takes time to develop. That sweetness includes our physicality, one of the glorious things we bring to our most intimate relationship. We are sensual beings. We see, hear, touch, taste, and smell. To celebrate our aliveness with our beloved, let's share our senses with abandon. We see springtime trees swaying in the wind, and we turn to our partner and say, "Look." We hear the changing bird song during nest building season, and we whisper, "Listen." What a delight to have someone to share our wonder with, to taste, to smell, to touch. How lovely. Here is this one person, the one with whom we live, with whom we eat our meals, with whom we pay the bills and talk about who will fix the leaky roof. Ah, this person. May we touch one another with exquisite gentleness. May we nestle in. May we cuddle and breathe more slowly and deeply. We live in separate bodies, yet we come together in so many ways to share them and their magic with each other. Now, may I introduce us to the practice of morning prayers. As I wend my way through preparation for this course, I do find again and again favorite practices. When I come across each one, I think, oh, this one is my favorite. Then I come across the next one. The practice of morning prayers has changed many couples' lives. It's also a favorite of many couples I have shared it with. Please consider adding this tradition as the cornerstone for each day. It is a joy to have someone with whom we can revel in having a warm, sensuous body to share. Here are the guidelines for morning prayers. You'll hear them now, and they are offered again in the practice playbook. Of course, each couple will adjust this tradition to their wishes. As soon as we awaken, we can each go to the bathroom, brush our teeth, and return naked to the warm bed. We come together, let the sexual energy rise, and then lie together reveling in what it is to be in a human body with our beloved. Here we are with our sweet beloved, a warm, gentle being to share ourselves with. What a miracle it is to find one another and stay quiet in that delicious sexual energy. Let's be quiet together. When the energy subsides, we can climb out of bed and resume our morning. If we find ourselves actually wanting to make love, we do, of course. Yet the purpose of morning prayers is best served by staying quiet and letting the sexual energy rise and fall quietly with ease and grace. Nearly all of our lives we spend in physical separation from other people. Yes, a hug, a handshake, a pat on the arm. These bridge the gap between people, but having true intimacy with another person can be a deeply cherished and wonderful experience. Perhaps the tenderest thing about coming into sacred partnership is having this one person with whom we can slip out of everything we have covered ourselves with in the daily life of the world. We can drop our roles with our clothing and come together with this one beloved. Many blessings flow from making love. The reverence we feel for one another, the rollicking joy of unbridled sexual play, the physical release of built-up sexual energy, the possibility of bringing a new baby into the world. All of these enrich our lives so much more than we may realize. In addition to counseling couples in preparation for their weddings, I have been privileged to work with couples who have been together for many years. It is not uncommon for them to share that one of the areas they find challenging is in finding time to make love. Of course, each couple will have their own rhythm for coming together sexually. It is essential that this wonderful aspect of intimacy be given the spaciousness and priority that will lead to a fulfilling sexual balance for both partners. Many of the couples I work with report that adding a daily practice of morning prayers has refreshed all aspects of their sexual intimacy. The coming together of two warm and willing bodies, the deep solace we feel in being held and touched with love. These are among the greatest gifts our union gives us. In the next module, we will delve more deeply into living a harmonious life while each beloved partner fulfills their own dreams and follows their own star.